Previously on Raw Danger. Well, hello and welcome back to Nathan Plays Raw Danger. My name is Nathan and this is Raw Danger for the PlayStation 2. At the end of our last episode, we had found our way to a seemingly fairly safe restaurant that was still lit up and not flooded or anything, and it seemed like a good place to take a bit of a breather for our characters as well as for us as game players. And it really looked as though at that point, it looked like Stephanie was at her breaking point in terms of exhaustion. So let's see if we can't find something to cheer her up a little bit. So here we are in the kitchen of Angelina. I'm still wearing my incredible sunglasses, as you can see. And I thought it was time to take a little bit of a look around. But first, we'll take a quick stop into the inventory menu, and maybe it's time to take off those sunglasses and replace them with earmuffs. Seems a little inappropriate inside. Not that inappropriateness has ever slowed me down before, but I'm still wearing my incredible pink mittens too. The rest of the restaurant is pretty nice. On a back table, I found a very fortunately placed down jacket, which of course I equipped immediately. Immediately, I said. There we go. Which also had the effect of taking away the hood from my raincoat, and so it was time to put that helmet on that I found earlier. Sturdy helmet that protects the head. Perfect. I'm looking more like I'm going to survive every minute. Continuing my tour of the restaurant, I checked the front. I'm sure no one is waiting to be seated, he astutely observes. Brilliant. Back here are the washrooms, or restrooms, depending on if you're American or Canadian. Bathrooms, I don't know. I think washrooms is supposed to be a Canadianism. I have nothing to do here. That's good. Good for you. But you've been going through a lot of soup, and I'm just concerned. Being a nosy individual, I stopped into the women's restroom as well and found this fancy Christmas coat. Look like it is sort of a feminine style there. And I did just find a nice down jacket. I decided at this point to give my raincoat to McMurrow. She seemed like she needed it more than me. She's still wearing that old waiter's uniform from back when. And it worked nicely.
I'm just not feeling too good.
I can tell her off. I can try and get closer to her. Or I can actually be helpful. Which I decided to do. Now, finding a meal actually took quite a lot longer than I'll show in the video here. There is still a buffet table here. The food looks delicious, but we can't be sure of how old it is, and so I suppose this won't do. Don't want to make anybody sick, after all. And so, after quite a lot of wandering around the restaurant, I finally settled on this thing back here. I don't know what urged me to try it, but apparently this is the place to cook. You get a different cooking screen than the other ones, and you can combine items. In this case, I just used the chicken noodle soup and cooked up regular noodle soup. I can't say I don't know if there's a lot more ingredients or whatever, but it was the answer I was looking for. Now I can give one plate to her, I can give both plates to her, or I can eat them both myself right in front of her. Seems a little unnecessarily cruel, although I wasn't sure because the way she's looking, I wasn't sure what the right answer is. But I decided we would share one. We would each have one.
Thank you.
Because, I mean, I need nourishment too.
You know what? I'm still not sure if I should go to the Mission Care Center.
A few different options here. I can actually just listen for once instead of being an ass. Or one of the other ones. I decided to just listen. Just be a good
You really
listener.
wanna know?
Of course I do.
I've done a terrible thing to her.
Terrible thing.
I hate you! Get out! If you don't leave, I will!
Wait! Please wait, Stephanie! No!
She was paralyzed after the accident. It was all my fault. She can't even use a wheelchair. She's in critical condition, probably because she couldn't move to evacuate.
So, what
Wow,
did you do
Steph.
after she became paralyzed?
What could I do? I didn't know what to say. I couldn't even look at her. It was just too painful to see her. That's why I went away to boarding school after junior high. I haven't seen her or my father since. I couldn't bring myself to go see them. Even after their divorce, I still wouldn't visit them. I just couldn't accept what happened to her. I felt so guilty. I have no idea what I should do. What do you think?
Oh, boy. Well, this is a complex situation, but we've come all this way. We should just go. I think we're like, why would we not?
Let's go see her and take it from there. We can always leave whenever.
You really think so? Okay.
We'll leave after a short nap. We gotta rest.
Okay.
All right, nap time. As you can see, with our latest update, the city is very badly flooded. We are in kind of one corner of it. Massive amounts of water poised to submerge city if levees fail. Most at risk, Hillsdale District. Oh no, not Hillsdale. I have family over there? Things have cooled off and it is now snowing in the city as we continue to walk. This will prove a challenge in its own way. We've reached kind of a suburban area. Very American-style suburb. East Coast America city there with its houses and things. One or two things, one more thing at least that I wanted to give to McMurrow there. Decided to hand over the Christmas coat because I thought if it's colder, maybe this will be more helpful. It's not bad. Hopefully that helps. I went back in and did a quick scan of anything else useful that I could give her, but I didn't find much. Time to continue exploring. As you can see, there's a survival point past the fence there. That's a good place to start from. Haven't found any new compasses in a while. It's a little bit disappointing. Turns out the survival point is in the middle of a children's park here. A little bit of a playground area for the houses nearby. Before I head over there, time to accidentally climb onto this bench and then accidentally climb onto the back of the bench. All I wanted to do was pick up this energy drink. Then it's over to the survival point. Quick warm-up and a meal later. I continued looking around the place. I thought Stephanie was following me, and then she vanished. I guess this was a triage area here. You can also tell by the you'll see some ambulances nearby later on. And here's a nurse's cap. It's kind of cute. I was going to walk backwards a little bit and hand it to Stephanie, but she was gone. Although, this actually baffled me in the moment. But as I was editing this footage, I had a chance to go back over it and see there. You can just see in the back as she runs somewhere else. Don't know where she's off to, but she's on a mission. Points beyond this seem to be flooded. with the cold setting in and the snowfall, I found that running around here, you actually get wet and cold a lot more quickly than seemingly normal. I suppose that's a restroom. Not sure. As you can see, I'm already wet in the lower left there. So the snow really has a bad impact on your overall well-being.
Look, over there.
Huh? What is it?
I think that's the Mission Care Center.
Ooh.
We need to hurry.
I urged,
Let's go. How do we
speed.
get over there?
Haste. That's the word.
The fastest way is to cross the water. Is there any way we can do that?
Well, splitting
Alright,
up
let's
doesn't
look
really seem like
together
the
for something
safest
we can
option,
use.
so I decided we should stick together.
Okay.
And so my search of the surrounding area began. But first of all, I wanted to give McMurrow the hat that I found. You need a hat, Steph. You need this hat. Well, put it on and... there we go. That's adorable. In between exploring the surrounding area, I made a lot of trips back and forth to this survival point because why not? It was right here, and with the rate at which you get wet and cold around here, it just seemed like the right move. There's a couple of ambulances parked here, which kind of fit with the triage station we saw on the playground back there, as well as the nurses' things that we're finding lying around. Down this alleyway here, your typical American back alley, and a typical American truck. That big Ford muscle there. I found some adhesive tape. No idea what it'll be good for, but when are you not going to need adhesive tape in a survival scenario? I mean, I'd be a fool for leaving it there. Some more exploration. I came around to this ambulance, which had a heating pad. Always good to have another one of those. As well as this nurse's uniform. Well, I wanted to try it on, so I hit equip. Unfortunately, I am unable to equip it. Presumably it's too small and not because of any, outdated gender stereotypes, especially in a survival scenario like this. I still did want to take it along. And who's that back there? Why, it's our old friend Jasper. Hey, Jasp. How you doing? He's going to hang on to some more of our stuff for us, so of course I took the opportunity to drop in a few items, a couple of heating pads, some other things. After quite a bit more exploration, I came to the boat. Found it. And how will we get there? I have a grasp of the situation. We'll bust into this backyard here. I'll use my astonishing ladder moving technique. First try. And we can now climb onto this roof, which will take us over there. Yes, I do wish to go up. Stephanie's so eager to get in the boat, she's already on her way. And I'm right behind her, except, oh, what's that on the balcony over there? Looks like an energy drink. It's an energy drink. Well, let's try the boat. Here we go. Do you wish to use the boat? Yes. So, as you might expect of this game, the boat controls super awkwardly. It's really hard to get a fix on how far it's turning. It kind of accelerates to the side in a weird way. Momentum is it's tough to pin down. So I do a lot of sort of running into everything for the first little bit. The controller shakes whenever you do that. It doesn't appear to do any permanent damage to the boat. But before I headed on to the Mission Care Center, of course I had to go off a few side trails here, get it good and properly stuck, so that I could grab this pair of boots. Oh, but they're lace-up boots. Again, I'm not allowed to equip them, hopefully just because they're not my size, and so on. but I took them along to give to Stephanie later on. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem that you're able to give anything to her while she's sitting on the raft. Around the corner, I found some curtains, but that's not what I'm here for. Not the curtains. It's this. Perspective is a bit strange, as you can see there. Some black pants. Dress pants? Maybe. I'll save them for later, in case I wreck my pants. So then it was back out to sort of the main drag and try to get to the Mission Care Center. We went around the corner here. No, not that way. But, oh no, disaster. Yes, as you can see us huddle there, one of the buttons on the controller will sort of make you take cover like that, and I guess in order to decrease impacts or something. Now the way is blocked by sparking electrical wires. As you can tell in the lower left, I'm soaked through and I'm getting colder by the moment. I'd actually forgotten entirely about that meter whilst I was just trying to navigate with the boat. And so in a moment or two, I'll be trying to manage that as well. Oh yeah, okay, there you go. You can see I've put on a heating pad. So I backtracked a little bit to this other side alleyway and decided to go down this way. Keeping an eye out for any other pickups. There's the Mission Care Center up ahead on the other side of these houses. I'm getting a little more of the hang of how the boat works. This side has wires as well, but lots of clearance to get around them, so that's nice. And then finally we approach the Mission Care Center. It was quite an adventure, but we made it.
Hello? Is anyone here? We need help. Anybody here? Hello?
My fella's not looking too good there. I guess I let things get a little bit too chilly inside the boat. And as you can see, there's actually black creeping in on the edges of the screen now, as my extremities begin to freeze completely. At this point, I decided it was time to use one of my coveted first aid kits to completely restore my limbs to their full function. However that works, I don't know. Oh, wait. Okay, I held off on the kit for a bit for some reason. But I will use it, I promise. There you go. This is what happens when you narrate well after you've recorded the actual footage.
Look at the sign. It says that the patients and staff evacuated to Del Rey Inner Park.
Inner Park?
Let's go to Del Rey Inner Park.
Well, yeah, all right.
Yeah, but I'm still not sure I want to see her.
Steph, do not tell me that now. I am done with that. We have come all this way. I've done nothing but stick up for you. And let's be a grown-up about this, okay? Like,
yeah, maybe you're right.
I want to see a little more resolve. There we go. I don't know. Am I being unfair? I mean, is that unreasonable of me to expect that by this point in our journey together we would have a little more kind of like a, yeah, I'm definitely going to try and talk to this person when I get there? Anyway, I don't know. More flooding has spread. We are working our way into the middle part of the city at long last. Thank goodness. City rescue crews have been deployed. What? Only now? Goodness gracious. The waters are starting to get a little choppier here, and there's some sort of a tent in the distance, curiously enough. It's day 3, 7:30 in the morning. And we're going to go for a ride. A boat ride. Oh boy. Okay, nothing too dangerous so far. It's looking good.
Hey, you, over there! Hey, over here!
Alright, we'll try and get to wherever that man just ran off to. Oh boy. Okay, that's cool. Just be cool, and we'll try and work against the current and stay out of the middle. Obviously. Again, it's good news for me that at this point I had a little bit of a better grasp on how to control the boat and how to impulse it in directions I want it to go. Dock washed away there. It's a little bit scary, but we're going to get over here and just mash on the circle button to try and can't get off there. No, but I want it right next to it. Oh, there we go. We made it. Well, that was terrifying.
Go to the circus tent. It's a designated shelter.
Oh,
Excuse me. Do you have anyone here from the Mission Care Center?
Yes, we do. Several people were transported here earlier this morning.
right on.
The
Finally.
rescue helicopter will arrive soon. Please wait inside.
She's still not sure. I can tell her that she's a terrible person,
Came here to see her, right? Come on.
or I can
let's
encourage
go.
her. But I'm freezing, so I'm going to head inside and see if there's a survival point in there. There should be. This place is coming apart.
Something must have happened. I'll go and check.
Nope. Steph, you don't have to. This. Ugh. You're just putting off meeting your mother. Anyway, I decided to head inside because once again I am not really looking like I'm in great shape. Ah, salvation. There's a few people you can talk to in the tent. Most of them don't have that much pertinent information to give. However, there is this fella.
You must be among the evacuees. I'm glad the tent can provide shelter.
Say, what happened to all the animals?
After the evacuation was issued, I had orders from the Geo Control Center. I had to put them all to sleep.
Oh, that's very sad.
People who work for the circus, they live for the animals and the children's laughter.
Laugher.
Now what? I have no purpose in life. How could this happen?
Hey,
Don't give up.
don't
You rebuild
Don't
the
give up.
circus and make it bigger and better than before.
somehow
Bigger.
make it even bigger.
You know, you're right. The bigger the circus,
I don't even know when's the
more
last time I've been to a
animals and
circus.
children it will hold. Thank you. I'll try one more time. Here, it's nothing fancy, but please accept it
Oh,
as a
well, you
token
don't
of
have to give
appreciation.
me a reward. I was just being polite, but yes. Yes, I am putting that on immediately.
I'll rebuild the circus and make it bigger
Outstanding.
and expand the tour.
Thank you, sir. I think you have done me the greater favor. Well, now that I had my life sorted out, got a good pirate hat, and I'm warmed up, I decided to go look for Stephanie. However, I was approaching the my usual sort of cutoff for what constitutes a good video length, and so I wasn't sure how much longer I would look. This is behind the tent, by the way, and I did find this amazing obstacle course here, which I decided to take on. Carefully. Good, did that, and then up and over. Yes, made it. For my trouble, a first aid kit. It was actually sitting there the whole time, but I like to think that I was rewarded with it. For being such an awesome obstacle course taker. Out the front of the tent, I started to go over to where Stephanie and the construction man were standing, or safety, or I don't know what his deal is. And then I thought, nah, we'll do it next time. So next time on Raw Danger, look forward to what looks to be approaching the conclusion of Chapter 1. We're going to go see if we can reunite Stephanie with her mom at long last, get some closure, get some emotional catharsis here, and maybe Joshua is going to have to find a new job. Stick around. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next mission.